Welcome to another episode of Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered. I'm your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. And happy what? Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. I got a little theme song. I've been singing it for years. Lately, I've been thinking that we should do some drinking. It's Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Go and have me some fajitas. Wash it down with a margarita. It's Cinco de Mayo. Yes, and not only is it Cinco de Mayo, but it's Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday. That only happens every few years. So I want y'all to have a good time, be nice. And before y'all get into the Cinco de Mayo, I always have to remind people of what Cinco de Mayo really is, because we just look at it as margaritas, tacos, fajitas, a good time. And if you was a Trump supporter, or if you was down with ICE shipping people back, I don't want to see you in no Mexican restaurant today with no sombrero on. I don't want to see you. I want to hear none of that. I want you to be at home chilling while we are out with our Mexican brothers and sisters having us some margaritas. Now, Cinco de Mayo is Spanish for 5th of May. It is an annual celebration held on May 5th to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla, however you say it. So that's what Cinco de Mayo is all about. And we're going to celebrate with them with some margaritas, with some nachos. And some of this stuff is Tex-Mex, some of this authentic Mexican food. But however you do it, you make sure you have you a shot of tequila. You make sure you have you a good margarita. And I don't care what flavor it is. And for my cocktail for conversation today is a Cadillac margarita. So I had this little bitty thing in my cabinet, in my liquor cabinet. And so I had some tequila. You know what my favorite tequila is, the Three Amigos. And, I just did 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of Grand Marnier, and a half an ounce of lime juice. And I swirl that thing on up. And let's see what we do. I already know it's good. It's good and strong. Woo-a-wee. Oh, my. It's so very wonderful, so very tasty, as my mother says, even though she don't drink. She spent the whole day here with me today. I took her home. Then I stopped at the cigar bar. But before I took her home, let me slow down. Let me breathe. It's Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. So before I took her home, I put a pork roast in the oven. Put it on like 250 after I seasoned it up. Then I took her home. But sometimes when I take her home, I get a little sad. So I had to stop at the cigar bar, and I bought me a cigar, and I sat on the patio. Now, let me tell y'all what happened. While I was at the cigar bar, I went inside. I bought me a cigar. And then as I was going inside, I noticed in the seat that it was a billfold full of money. Ones, 20s, and $2 bills. Now, you got this side, even though it wasn't a second guess to me. But Satan be trying to sneak in and was like, girl, you need that money. But the other side of me was like, girl, just take it inside. Now, I don't know if somebody came back looking for their billfold. I don't know if they tried to reach out to somebody, but I do know that I turned it in. So, sir, if you was at Cigars International Day today in Katy, just know that I, Mimi Michelle, turned your money in to the people inside the humidor. I did, and I hope you get your money. Okay, and if you want to give somebody a reward, just look me up on the YouTube, and I'll gladly receive it. Okay, I am ready to celebrate, and this is how I'm celebrating, because Cinco de Mayo is on Taco Tuesday. And I know you wondering, why you got them shades on? Because I'm not doing a whole bunch of hoopla to my face today. I just don't feel like it. But what we are going to do, because I ain't going to waste y'all time because I got things to do, I need to get ready for bed. Plus, I've been working on my book today. Man, this one's going to be a doozy. But I worked on my book today, and I actually came home. You know, Monday is the day that I clean my house. I'm washing dishes, and something feels squishy on my feet. Why my kitchen sink busted and water's all over the floor and my kitchen flooded? Why? I'm just not having the best of luck when it comes to that. Just the other day, one of my bedrooms was leaking when it rained outside. When we was having a intermittent winter in the middle of the end of April, the beginning of May. This is the time where it's supposed to be warm outside, and it was in the 50s. We tell y'all, although Houston is hot, the weather is quite bipolar, okay? So, let's get to it. Get to it. What did Wally World do to piss this lady off? Take a look. Now, people in the store can make me mad sometimes. I'm going to do a voiceover today because I got to get this ball rolling. But I don't know if you made me mad enough to go to jail. Because that's where you're going. And you're going to jail for a really long time unless you're mentally challenged. Because every plate you smash is a dollar amount. And once you get over a certain dollar amount, you really go to jail for a really long time. It ain't that serious to me. I'd rather hit you in the pockets, Wally World, than let you hit me in the pockets and send me to the good old jail. In jail without the bell. In jail. Y'all remember that song? Okay. Now, the segment of today is shit that make you want to stay at home. Take a look.
That's why I recognize
this woman, who doesn't want her face shown and is only talking to Channel 9, took these pictures Sunday afternoon in Concord after she saw people in this car pick up a dead deer off the road and throw it in the back of the car. She recognized the car from delivering food to her home and office.
I just couldn't believe what I was seeing.
When they drove to the back of China Fun with the roadkill in the back, the woman called police.
They were backed up by the restaurant door with that dead deer in the car that they use for delivery.
Police turned it over to the Cabarrus County Health Department.
We went there, found that they indeed had slaughtered a deer, or were cutting up a dead deer in the back of the parking lot, and had already brought parts of the meat inside into the sink.
Now up first, we have a restaurant called China Fun. Now, there has always been rumors about you never see dogs and cats around Chinese restaurants. There's always like a not too sureism. I know that's a word that I just made up. A not too sureism if it's really chicken or if it's really beef. And most of the time when I try to go to a Chinese restaurant, I try to order vegan food because I'm just afraid. I know I'm missing a nail. We're not going to worry about that. But I be scared. I am the afraid. But now I'm getting to the point where maybe I just need to make my own egg foo young at home. Okay? Because I'm very scared. I'm very scared. Did you see? Did you see? They was picking up food off the side of the road. And that lady recognized the car because that's the lady that delivers her good old roadkill. I have been cooking at home a whole lot more, but I am going to Tequila Lopez tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, today. Y'all know I be taping this the day before. Y'all know that. So, but I'm celebrating now. But yeah, Tequila Lopez, they got the best margaritas ever. They don't play no games. That's one of my favorite places. Anyway, now, second restaurant up next is China King. Now, I know y'all probably seen this. I'm just going to roll it on the side, and I'm going to do a voiceover. So, evidently, they came in China King and found a deep freezer full of what? Squirrels. Oh, no, ma'am, press Tam. No, ma'am, I don't want no squirrel meat. Okay, people eat, they possum. I mean, that's a country thing, but I don't want to involuntarily eat meat disguised as chicken. That's why it took me a long time to taste frog legs, because I'm like, frogs ain't supposed to ribbit. I don't want that. Although I tried it, and when it was hot, it tastes like chicken. I have tasted alligator at Papado, and it was pretty good, but you can't let that get cold either, because once it gets cold, you cannot chew it. Chicken is already dirty. I don't introduce me to no more new dirty food. I think I'm just going to learn how to make my shrimp fried rice at home, because I don't want no mystery meat on my plate. You know, my cousin, though, he says it should have zigged when it should have zagged. He don't care. I care. But anywho, on to the next. Oh, we keeping good time, because I told you I got to move around because I need to go to sleep so I can try to clean up in the morning, since I didn't get to do it today because my kitchen flooded, and then head out for what? Cinco de Mayo, plus the plumber coming too. So I got to be presentable. I can't have my little good thighs out and stuff tomorrow. All right. What do we have up next? Oh, this one right here broke my heart. Take a look.
3 people have died from a rare virus and 3 others have been infected on a cruise ship. But on Sunday, May 3rd, the World Health Organization reported 3 deaths linked to a possible hantavirus outbreak on board the ship MV Hondius, which was sailing from Argentina to Cape Verde. According to the UN agency, of the 6 people affected, 3 have already died and 1 is currently in intensive care in South Africa. Hantaviruses are transmitted to humans through infected wild rodents, such as mice or rats, which shed the virus through saliva, urine, or droppings. A bite, contact with these animals or their waste, or inhaling contaminated dust can cause infection. According to the World Health Organization.
So, you have 3 people unalived, along with passengers and some employees falling deathly ill due to a virus called the hantavirus. Now, here's another thing. I got a cruise I'm going on in September, but you know how you get the hantavirus? Rodents, from feces and urine. They don't say they don't even have to touch it. You could breathe it in. That means on that cruise ship, it was a lot going on. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just be still. I don't know if I should be moving around. It's hard to eat out now. It's hard to... I need to drink. It's hard. I started to rim the glass because I did get me some tahini. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be out in them streets like that no more. I don't know. Oh, baby, this is strong. Woo! I'm going to sleep good. But, Man, that's all I can say, is that it's nasty out there in them streets. And that's why you don't eat potluck. That's why you can't eat from everybody's kitchen. That's why everybody can't make you something. Let me tell you a little story. It's story time. I've been doing a lot of story times, and I hope you enjoyed that story time yesterday, because all that was true. And I have plenty more Michael Cooper Chronicles. I mean to tell you, that man was something else. And a lot of people be shocked when they find out that's how I grew up. Because, you can't always judge a book by its cover, and you don't celebrate nobody's glory unless you know their story. It's something that made people the way that they are. Man, I digress. I forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh, story time. What was my story time going to be about? Good Lord. Oh, I know what it's about. Let me take a sip. So, there was a time when I used to sing in this choir, right? And we used to have like these potlucks And oh my God, we would eat. It would be so good. And you know everybody in your choir, right? So this older lady comes up to me, God rest her soul. She was like, I said, who made these greens? She was like, me. She said, oh, I'll make you some. I said, you will? Because it was a learning lesson for me, right? So, because we used to have we didn't eat, when we had potlucks, we didn't have light bites or individually store-bought stuff. And this is when I got to that. I already didn't eat potlucks at work because I didn't know those people and I didn't know those people's kitchen. But I knew these people, so I thought. So we would have pork chops, we would yams, collard greens, cornbread. I mean, we was eating and we was doing our good singing after we ate. So I ate the greens. I was like, oh my God, and they were good. I ain't gonna lie. But she invited me to her house, and the smell of her house hit me before anything else. And I was just weirded out. And then the kitchen wasn't too tidy. And she had made me this big old pot of greens, and then she didn't want me to go home. So that lets me know she was a little lonely. So I sat there and I talked to her, and she said, oh, I not only made you some greens, I made you some hot water cornbread. And I bet that dirt on that hot water cornbread was good, but my lips never touched it. I don't know. Because soon as I got home, I'm sorry, y'all. I dumped all that out. And I threw it in the trash, and I asked for forgiveness, not permission. And I washed them pots and pans and took them back to her the next week. You can't eat at everybody's house. Everybody not clean. And it's just a learning lesson. I was in my 20s then. I already knew not to eat at everybody's house. I knew everybody wasn't clean, but people you think you know, but you don't know them if you ain't never been to their house. You know what I'm saying? So that is Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered today. We'll make it quick. I think I be holding y'all too long. If I'm holding y'all too long, and y'all wanna, I told y'all why I got my shades on. I just don't feel like doing nothing today, cause it's been a busy, long day. Y'all know I burp when I drink. Let me know if y'all like them long shows, because I be really getting into it. And the truth of the matter is, since TikTok made the switch, it ain't really been no good TikToks to share with y'all. So I'm going to be doing my research to do some other things for y'all. And we're going to have a good time. So that's it. That's all. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. And go back and watch some of them other episodes. Boo, they good. All right. 2 fingers, 20 minutes, and we out.